Hi, welcome to the Careers Unfiltered podcast with Mentoria. You may know your dream job, you may know your dream career, but do you know what goes on behind the scenes in your chosen career path? Have you been able to separate the glamour from the reality in your career? Do you know the good, the bad, and the ugly in your career? Most people walk into their careers without having any idea in terms of what really happens in that career, how to crack success, how to get the right job, how to grow in the career. Don't be those people. Get the ins and outs of your career path through some of the best subject matter experts and industry professionals that Mentoria will bring to you on the Careers Unfiltered podcast.
you know Tester vacancies are very much, developers vacancies equally, you can say, or are very good, because in a team testing people are much required, at least three developers, so four testers or five testers are required. So automation specialist means, like, you're just middle of the development as well as the support teams. So if you want to just middle way of the things, like not too difficult, not too easy, and a good pace of growth, so that then you take the automation part, which is having the easy part of functional testing as well as the coding part of developing scripts. So what is actually required is a basic degree, bachelor's degree in computer science. Master's is optional, and once you get these things, you can actually try for fresher jobs. Like companies like HCL is hiring right now. TCS has a walking drive like that, so you can actually apply that like that. Specific women drives are like that. Women candidates required drives are there. So try for that, and of course, if you have really basic certification of IS, what is that, ISTQB, which is a testing certification. If you just try to have a very basic certification of agile course of SDLC, software development life cycle, and if you try of these two things of agile course as well as the ISTQB, you are actually going to get a very good job in automation as well as functional tester. Basically, I did BTech. You can do BSc in anything which is related to computer science. Basically, you can actually do any bachelor's degree. Of course, the good institutes give you very good opportunities, like you can actually get good offers in the company and only. So but the field where you want to go is actually your vision. If you want to go middleware of development and support, then you have to go for testing. Basically, sometimes you get you want to become a business analyst. So the institute doesn't matter from where you study. Basically, the vision where you want to actually lead your life, you want to do a career in, matters. So it's like, institute is not the key. The vision is the key, what you want to become. So you want to become a in a testing line, SGT, you want to become in Amazon or something, company like Amazon or Microsoft. And of course, gradually you want to become a manager into management line, leadership line, then you can just go for testing. To if you get good score in 12th, you can go to IITs, NITs, and of course, if you're actually inclined into computer science, you can do MTech. In MTech also, you get a second chance of getting good institution. Even I got into admission to Peck University, Chandigarh, which was a very good institute, but I preferred job. So people just prefer, doing job as well. So institutes like, basically, we have CDAC is there, you can just get certification from there. And of course, it just told that ISTQB or, agile certifications are there, or certified software tester professional courses are there, Udemy courses, Coursera courses are there, which you can do actually at any time, at any place, at any age group, you can do it. But institute wise, there any in all cases, IIT Delhi is very good, Madras, IIT Madras is very good, and but you need to have a very good score. Chandigarh University is the number one private university of India, like, or maybe of North, you can say. So any good private university is also good. So trying for that is the first thing, and secondly, these courses are any day help. Internships, like, firstly, have a good link in the LinkedIn. Try to create a LinkedIn account. Once you create the account, you should actually know whom to contact. They you follow the resumes. You'll get to know what certifications they are doing, what they have done, what's the requirement. Try to get the keywords. So one thing is that Upgrad is also, helping students do a lot of things. Upgrad, or maybe, certain things like, institutes like, many organizations are there. Like IIT is also having some certifications. Like, just do this and you'll get some certification like this in management or in MS or something like that. You can just do those courses. Programming languages, Java I'm working, Python I know. So Java, Python, and JavaScript. These things are very important for automation scripting. And mainly Java would be mostly Java and Python. You should actually know, because if you know Java, you can learn the advanced Java and then become a Java developer as well. So becoming a Java developer after learning Java is a second option if you don't become an automation tester. And of course, like Python, if you learn Python, if you don't want to become an automation tester, you can go into ML AI. As I did machine learning and AI course as well. So you can actually go into machine learning, data science as well. So these give you multiple options. And YouTube channels are there, 30 days Java course, and Lead Code. Lead Code is very good, and interviewbit.com is there. You can just try interview questions from there. A level of coding skills, very basic of coding skills of Java and Python is much required. Advanced is never asked in interviews. You need to have a lot of patience. Like, testing involves patience because test cases fail, and patience is required. So if you have good level of patience, you're good for it, best for it, I would say. And then secondly, with testing field, you have to talk with the support team as well as the development team, and as well as the scrum master as well, regarding any issue. So you need to have good, collaboration, cooperations with the team. So you need to be very soft with the people, like, want to get the work from the developers, pass the work to the scrum master or to the manager, or create a report. So you have to be very soft with the team. So these are personality traits you need to have. And secondly, communication skills should be good. If you write to them, you need to have a good communication skills as well. English speaking skills should be good. And of course, you need to know like what to express in front of anyone. Like scrum master is not the right person in whom you need to express your, what is the agile process followed in your company. So basically having a very basic knowledge of testing strategies, what testing plans or strategies are followed in your organization. Some companies are having agile, or some companies are following waterfall. So what is the process of testing, or who is responsible for what? You need to know that. Your manager is, you should have very good rapport with the manager, and just ask him out. Any free certifications are there in your company, free certifications are there. So you should always ask, I want to do something in my career. How should I process? Okay, so he'll just suggest you, in a company, some free certification would be there, or what should be a career path. In TCS, we have a career path. We just type a word, we get a hierarchy of positions. I type, I want to become a manager. So I can put full hierarchy, like step by step, what are required, what are the positions left for becoming a manager. So if you're not in TCS, data structure is the first thing along with Java you should do. If you want to get into IT, first, that is very important part of this whole webinar. Data structure is the first thing you should have in your mind if you want to get into automation, because Microsoft, Google, Apple demands it. Okay, so do data structure as much as you can. And second step with data structures algorithm. Without, you should actually have the vision of doing data structures and algorithms. So as early as you do, the more successful you are. And doing basic work in office, variety of work, which I told earlier, getting the basic knowledge of languages and data structures algorithm. Then you're good to go. Yeah. Any websites you're trying to say?
Yeah, any websites?
So I would say, interviewbit.com is there, and then Coursera courses, Udemy, Coursera is much famous. And after that, certain certifications in your office, you can just refer to that. And in data such as algorithm, you have many things. Basically, you can just simply search on YouTube. So there are certain things you can actually try on YouTube. You get one mock interviews you get. So mock interviews you try, because at last you want to get a job. What is the context? You get a good job offer is required. Why are we learning? We want a good job offer. Context is job offer. So try to give mock interviews. Try to have a good interaction with your friends. give mock interviews, try mock interviews on YouTube. So that's how you can actually get little confidence, like, yeah, this question can be asked. So 30 days challenge you can give to yourself, that 30 days I have to just complete this, like that.
So focus is also an essential key, that you're very focused. Okay, this is my goal. This is where I need to reach in 30 days, in 20 days, in 15 days.
Yeah. 30 days, like, actually, I am a person who just, do quick things in a short time. Like, I don't want to do it for longer time. I'll complete all the course in 1 week. It's my way of learning. But a person who is very, persistent in learning can actually follow that, 60 days of learning. I am a quick learner. I do things in 10 days. I learn quickly in a short time. That is my way of learning. But a person who has a very persistent way of learning, who is slow learner, want to take time, want to have work life balance, want to give, has a little bit work in office, can't devote time, can have a 90 days or 60 days of time frame to do at least something. But yeah, I would say one person friend guided me once. He earns 70 lakh in some company. He told, like, devoting 1 hour every day to your field, whatever field you are, like, IT, any field you are, basically. If you talk about automation testing, automation specialist, want to become like that. So 1 hour you devote every day can actually do a very good career. At least just 1 hour, whatever you like, maybe you just like one course, you just want to just hear mock interview, you want to just complete a pending course, or you just want to just review your office framework only for interviews. Just 1 hour every day can actually lead to a good, you know, thing in career. But yeah, of course, you can actually follow someone's career growth, how they have grown in their career. That can also help you. Having a regular contact with your manager is a good thing, because he's a senior. At last, he's a senior. Having good contact can actually help you as well. In all this thing you do, having good rapport with the manager, or maybe your team lead, can actually help you succeed as well. Challenges are, like, firstly, the patience. I told, like, testing involves patience, not too much, not too less, but yeah, little bit. And of course, testing the other team members to provide you work so that you can process it. So having patience for the there's some document to come, like, things are dependent. You are not working alone in a team. You have to depend on another person to give you documents, or maybe some data, like very small word only you require, but without that, testing can't be done. And of course, you get feedback regular, you get feedback. So accepting that feedback, you may be doing wrong. So having a continuous feedback from someone, good or bad, that is also required. That is part of your work. So having a, open-mindedness for any kind of feedback is very important. It's again a challenge. And of course, as I told, like, many frameworks are there. RPA is there, robotics automation is there, Selenium automation is there, APM automation is there, performance testing is there, and then, and many other things are there. My functional testing is there. And you need to have a lot of knowledge of all things. In expertise, you have to have expertise in all this. And version of application, you have just passed off to the, end users, and the defect comes, then again, that has to be checked. So accuracy is very important in testing. No, it's not easy. It demands accuracy, it demands precision, it demands a lot of time, because you're testing something. Salary is less, No, salaries are amazingly good, and opportunities are really good. In big companies, they demand a lot of testers. So that is the thing. And basically, testing also involves a lot of coding, which we call automation testing. So another myth is, like, the framework creation is easy. No, it's not easy. You need a lot of skills for that. Actually become a scrum master as well, when you just want to become a, into testing you are, so you want to just switch your career into management, or you want to become a scrum master, you want to become, after testing you can become a scrum master, or a leadership skills like a manager. So even a senior automation tester you can become. These are various directions you can go. And of course, the research projects, you in any company, in a big company, wherever you go, you have to do POCs. So you have to, actually develop something which is out of the project. That is part of every company. So research is part of every organization, that you have to innovate something or the other. So it's again institutional independent. But yeah, of course, big companies have POCs. You have to invent something, you have to innovate something, you have to search something, and that's how the company is having good rapport in front of the client. Client demands innovation as well. Something you innovated. How much vision? What's the vision of the candidates, employers? So research is always part of any development, testing, or support. So you have to do that. And if you want to just earn a way more in abroad, then you can actually go outside India and earn, and then, have a better lifestyle. And there are also companies which pay you in dollar, living in India, a work from opportunity. And you can actually try that. My another friend is trying, doing like that. So that's a good option, getting into a company who pays you in dollar and working remotely from India. One is the option is that. But in India, there's lot of opportunities, I would say. In every, company, testing is required. If you get to actually know two, three types of testing, if not automation, if functional, RPA, robotics, there are a lot of job opportunities. It's a simplest way of getting a job if you want to go, then developer. Yeah, it's a lot of opportunities are there, and salaries also are equally good as developers and managers. Yeah. Or maybe the ITIS team people. They can actually come to this career after having the basic certifications of agile technologies, ISTQB, which I just told. Let me just check it. Yeah, it's ISTQB, and any certifications you get on the Udemy, which is quite worthy of taking up. They can actually do some basic 2 or 3 certifications. Then actually they can just have a good knowledge of at least one programming skill, that is Java, Python, or whatever required skill set is required in the JD. A particular JD, they can just have a look. Okay. And after having that certification, or then this language skills, and also, and then after doing that, they can just try to, check on some coding scripts are there in testing. Try to understand some scripts from your seniors or another tester. Get some training from a tester, basically, if possible. Getting a training online from a tester, that would be very helpful. Getting to know how scripting is done, what kind of errors, defects, how it is resolved. This is actually entry level if you join. So you can join as a functional tester, but automation demands experience. You have to get a, junior automation is like little bit, they'll give you work, but it's, you have to have a lot of experience for automation, basically. It's not that you just learn it and you get to do it. It will take a little more time for that person to get into IT and in automation. So how you can proceed is, basically there's certain books. You can just read on the books. Basically online you can just read, but if you just go into some reading some tutorial or book is better. And getting the basics of computer science and testing, how functional testing is done, type of testing, performance testing, and then into automation it's easier. But directly into automation it will be amazingly difficult. It will take around 8 months, 6 to 8 months. Firstly, I would say for non-IT, the computer fundamentals, like basic of computers, like what is OS version, what is a version, what is the OS version, basics, and what is applications, levels of applications, and how, bottom up approach, top down approach, test harness, everything is there. So basically I would recommend theoretical knowledge. I would say theoretical knowledge is must required, firstly. And secondly, for the practical knowledge, they can actually they will have to join some institute for proper coaching before giving an interview. They won't be getting selected that easily, because the interviews are tough for non-IT. They will have to give at least 4 5 months of training. If they have money, they can join institute for testing. Or if they don't want to do it themselves, then it's just guided earlier, like, Udemy, Coursera, some certification, 30 days course, challenge, and books they can read. And for practical knowledge, they can just try to execute this certain scripts or snippets, code snippets, and try to create a project themselves. Basics of functional testing, types of testing, and some Java codes they will ask you. So Java coding, they will take half of the interview will go in Java coding. Half interview is for Java coding, half is for Java basics, if you know Java language, and half is for testing fundamentals, frameworks, and all that. Actually learn data science, data structures and algorithm. Packages are very good. 100% hike I got right now. Again, I'll get 100% hike in after some time. So hikes are very good. Just a skill set, upgrading. At least what you're doing, you should know it. At least the office work, you should know minimum. Framework which you are using. Framework, how to use it. Basic, very basic you need to know. But that basic is very tough at times. And packages are very good, which is a very attractive thing. And even if you compare with the government jobs, the packages are good, but in IT, it is amazingly good. Are supposed to create applications like, Amazon we talk about, or, even in TCS, Titan companies there, suppose, right? Titan companies there. So they have their own application, like how, something, so anyone can shop. So any web application or any mobile application we're using these days needs some development as well as testing. So it's in the biggest market, I would say. Like even my brother, he's into real estate. He came to IT, medical field. I work into many domains. Many domains for applications. Even healthcare domain. I'm working to healthcare domain for now. GE Healthcare is my project. So healthcare domain is requiring applications. And I was into retail project. Some insurance project I was. Banking is there. Banking applications are much paid applications for the companies like TCS. Banking is there, healthcare,